Welcome back to another video. So what crap have I bought now? This is a 2007 Apple TV. It's the first generation Apple TV and it's quite a nice device. This came up cheap on eBay as untested, and of course with it being untested it doesn't work. It's got one USB, Ethernet, HDMI, component video output and analog stereo phono outputs, as well as an optical audio output. These two are up to 720p, I believe. They'll do 480p and 720p. This machine is unlike the other Apple TV devices, as it isn't ARM based. It's actually an Intel Pentium M PC or Mac. It's very low spec. It's not got much RAM at all. It might be a 256 meg, but it does have Wi-Fi and it comes with a little remote which I've got in the other room. I'll power it on and show you what's wrong with it. So as you can probably tell, that's the hard drive clicking on and off, and the amber light on the front. So it's like powering up, cutting out and trying again over and over and over. Instantly I thought it must be a power supply issue, so I've already had it apart. Underneath, 4 screws, one in each corner. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. It kind of just happened on its own though. So, and then once you've done that, this whole bottom panel lifts up, and then be careful because the hard drive is right underneath. Lift it up enough, you can turn it over like that, and then underneath there find the blue tab for the ID connector for the hard drive and pull up from the middle. That comes off the 160 gig hard drive, Samsung unit. Alright, so we've got the fan for the CPU. There seems to be some kind of exhaust right in there. The bottom part is actually vented all the way around. CMOS battery. Airport card. I'm seeing a RAM chip down there, I think. Maybe there's another one there. And I think it's got to be sound. That's a Realtek chip, RTL 8100C. And then here is the power supply. So when I took out the power supply, and you lift it up and out, be careful of this connector on the back. You can sort of pull that out like that, and you turn it over. And I noticed this thermal pad here, but also when I was looking at the capacitors, I thought, they look a bit wet. They've leaked. That's probably going to be the issue. And you see there as well, it's also, you can see it's covered in cap juice. We've got the new caps in. The power supply has been recapped, as you saw in the previous clip, but after doing some further research, it turns out that these have got NVIDIA GPUs, and some of them, even with the PSUs replaced, it turned out to be the GPU at fault. So I haven't really got anything to lose at this point, so I'm going to try and use a hot air gun to try and reflow the GPU. There's not an awful lot of information on how to fix these, so last resort, and then maybe we'll turn the case into something for like a Raspberry Pi or something like that, I don't know. So we've got the NVIDIA GPU here, not much bigger than my finger, and then further down, I'm sure that's a CPU, which is a Pentium M. This is probably the chipset, and again, we've probably got the North Bridge and the South Bridge. I'm just going to set this to 300 degrees Celsius. And start preheating. Now with that done, we'll just let it cool. Alright, so now that's cooled down, I'll start putting it back together. Okay, moment of truth. The hard drive did click once like it was before, but just seems to be running. Check the LED light on the front. Exactly the same as before, unless it's starting up. Alright, well I thought I'd still upload this video, though the fix was a failure. Sometimes it's just the way it goes when you buy stuff off eBay as untested. But I hope you found it interesting. If you've got any suggestions, please let me know and I can always give them a go. Thanks for watching.